And now, Andrew Does Everything proudly presents Cinderella, based on the story of Cinderella. Once upon a time, there lived a young girl named Cinderella. Cinderella had 3 ugly, mean stepsisters named Olive, Nina, and Esme. Olive, Nina, and Esme made Cinderella do all the chores. "Sweep the floors, wash the dishes," said Olive, Nina, and Esme. One day, the king of Onlyville's messenger said, hear ye, the king of Onlyville is going to throw a ball. And whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince Singling. But Cinderella is not welcome. Her stepsisters are. Olive said, he's going to marry me. Nina said, no way, Olive. He's going to marry me. Esme said, both of you are wrong. He's going to marry me. Later, Cinderella is so sad that she cannot go to the ball and marry Prince Singling. Suddenly, her fairy godmother arrives and asks Cinderella what is wrong. Why are you crying, Cinderella? She asks. Cinderella responds, I wanted her to go to the ball and marry Prince Singling, but I'm not welcome. The fairy godmother waved her wand and chanted the magic word, Winnity, Waterity, one! And then, Cinderella's chores are all done. But the fairy godmother is not done yet. She said, Cinderella, go fetch me a good old pumpkin. Luckily, Cinderella has one pumpkin. The fairy godmother waved her magic wand and chanted the magic word, Winnity, Waterity, one! Again, and to turn Cinderella's do-rag and clothes into a gown. I've never seen such a wonderful gown. I get a load of my glass slippers, and then the pumpkin into a carriage drawn by 2 strong horses. The fairy godmother said, have fun, Cinderella, but I will warn you, return home before midnight, or the spell will be broken. Cinderella accepted the warning. Meanwhile, at the ball, Prince Singling was wondering who he should marry. Olive, Nina, and Esme said all together, he's walking towards me. But he's not walking towards any of them. He's walking towards Cinderella. Cinderella and Prince Singling dance happily together. But later, Cinderella realized it's almost midnight. So she scurried out of the ball, and she was running so fast that she lost one of her glass slippers. Prince Singling was so worried that he might never see Cinderella again. So he traveled around Onlyville to find her and brought the glass slipper with him. He knocked on the door of the house where her Cinderella and her stepsisters lived. He said, ladies, I have a favor to ask. Can any of you try this glass slipper? Olive is first, but her foot is too big. Nina is next, but her foot is too small. Esme is last, but her foot didn't fit either. Suddenly, Prince Singling noticed Cinderella singing. Cinderella said. Prince Singling, is that you? Prince Singling said, of course it's me. Cinderella gets so excited because she's having to have her Prince Singling back. And they lived happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story before bed enters doors. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to my video. Take care. Bye and good night, everybody. And now, Andrew does everything. Proudly presents 25-erella. It is based on the story of Cinderella with a bit of a twist. Let's tell you the story, shall we? Once upon a time, there was a young woman named 25-erella. 25-erella had 10 ugly, mean, and wicked stepsisters named Tina, Winona, Elena, Nina, Tanya, Yudina, Fiona, Isabella, and Verona, and Erica. All 25 of them made 25-erella do all the chores and watch her work. 25-er wench! Sweep the floors, wash the dishes, do it all, said Tina to Erica all together. One day, the king of Queen Vigitubningham's messenger arrives and says, Hear ye, hear! Hear ye, hear ye! The king of Queen Vigitubningham is going to throw a ball with lots of food at 9 o'clock. At 11 o'clock is dance time, and whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince Queen Vigitubling. Can I come? Asks 25-erella, but she's not welcome. Her ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters are. Tina and Erica are. He's going to marry me, said Tina, the oldest stepsister. No way, Tina, you're wrong. He's going to marry me, said Winona. Both of you are wrong. He's going to marry me, said Elena. The rest said, all three of you are wrong. He's going to marry me. They then tear 25-erella's best party dress. Later, 25-erella is so sad, upset, and distraught about not going to the ball and marrying Prince Queen Vigitubling. Suddenly, her fairy godmother arrives and comforts her. There now, 25-erella. I can help with a bit of magic. And so, she chants the magic words. Quintity, vigitantity, quinto, quantity, vigitantity, quinvoo, and waves her magic wand. Because of that, 25-erella's chores are all done, and her best party dress is fixed and grown bigger and better. 25-erella says, I've never seen such a Queen Vigitubble-tastic gown! And get a load of my glass slippers. But 25-erella, this fairy godmother's not done yet. She said, 25-erella, go fetch me a pumpkin. Luckily, 25-erella has 25 pumpkins and 50 mice. 25-erella's fairy godmother chants the magic words. Quantity, vigitity, quantity, vigitantity, quinvoo, and waves her magic wand again to turn the 25 pumpkins into a handsome coach, and the 50 mice into horses. 25-erella's climbs into the coach. Her fairy godmother says, have fun, 25-erella, but I would warn you. Return home before midnight, or the spell will be broken, and everything will change back to the way it was before. And so, 25-erella accepted the warning. Meanwhile, at the ball, Prince Queen Vigitubling was wondering who he should marry. Tina, Winona, Elena, Nina, Tanya, Yudina, Fiona, Isabella, Verona, and Erica sail together. He's walking towards me! But he's not walking towards any of them. Prince Quinn Tumbling is walking towards 25 Arella. May I have this dance? Asks Queen Tumbling. To which 25 Arella responds, I would be delighted. Prince Quinn Tumbling and 25 Arella dance happily together. But later, 25 Arella realizes almost midnight, so she scurried out of the ball. And she was running so fast that she lost one of her glass slippers. Prince Quinn Tumbling was so worried that he might never see 25 Arella again. The king of Quinn Tumbling and comforts him by saying, There now, son. I think we'll be able to find 20 around, he said. And so, they began their journey all around the neighborhood to find 25 Arella, and brought the only glass slipper with them. By the time they arrive, they knock on the door of the house where 25 Arella and her ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters lived. But instead of 25 Arella, they find her 10 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters. Tina to Erica. Prince Quinn Tumbling then says, Ladies, my father and I have a favor to ask. Can any of you try on this glass slipper? Tina is first, but her foot is too big. Winona is next, but her foot is too small. Nonsense! It fits, she said. The rest did the same, but none of their feet are the right size. Suddenly, the Prince Quinn Tumbling and the King and Queen Tumbling hear 25 Arellas singing. Prince Quinn Tumbling, is that you? 25 Arella hollered excitedly. And the glass slipper fits! And 25 Arella, Prince Quinn Tumbling, and the King of Quinn Tumbling lived happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story, Andrew's Doers. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share on Andrew Does Everything. And buy our merchandise at AndrewDoesEverything.com. Take care. Bye.